Hi, my little bumblebees. It's Ethony. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about some of the reasons why your spells aren't working. So I'm going to put on my witchy troubleshooting hat and go through some of the things that I found to be the reason why your spells go kaput or they don't work out the way that you want them to. When your spells don't work, it's usually not because some deity is sitting up on high going, see that person down there, they don't deserve to be happy. I'm just gonna with this shit. No, pumpkin. It's because you've probably done something or not done something to help that magic manifest. Before I jump into my reasonings, I just want to remind you that these are just from my experience and I don't speak on behalf of the entire community. And you know what? If you disagree with me, that's absolutely fine. Take what resonates with you, or at least ponder what I'm offering to you and leave the rest. The first reason why your spells don't work is because you're either consciously or subconsciously self-sabotaging your life. This one goes deep because when we're dealing with the conscious and subconscious of ourselves, it tends to be something that is a little more complex, that is not just straightforward. But I'm going to give you an example. This one goes deep because when we're dealing with the mind and our past and our experiences, there tends to be more than one reason why we are sabotaging. But I'm going to give you an example to help anchor this experience. Say, for example, you cast a love spell because you are ready to find a new partner. You cast a spell, you are on the dating apps, you are meeting people, obviously very safely, and you meet someone and your chemistry is on fire. But you know deep down straight away that it's not going to go anywhere. Either there are red flags or you're just not compatible long term. And remember, you cast that spell for someone who is going to be around, like an actual partner, not just a hookup. But because the chemistry is so amazing, you ignore all those red flags and you keep going out with the person that you have this amazing chemistry with, only to be heartbroken 3 months later because you knew what was going to happen in the back of your mind, or sometimes even in the front of your mind, but you ignored it and did it anyway. Instead of possibly still seeing what else is out there and going thanks but no thanks to the person who is going to wreck your life. Self-sabotage turns up in a lot of different ways, but that's at least one example I can give you that I know a lot of people have experienced in their life. Spells create change. That is one of the things they're meant to do. And if you're not willing to change some of your behavior to create different things happening in your life to manifest a different outcome, then your spell is not going to work. This is the reason why the base of the witch's pyramid is to know. You need to know yourself. You need to know what some of your habits or some of the things you need to change about yourself is going to be, so you can have a different outcome. The second reason why your spell didn't work is because the timing is or was wrong. Now, I'm not talking about some correspondence that you accidentally cast a spell on the wrong day or under the wrong zodiac sign in the moon or the wrong time. I'm not talking about that. All correspondences, which are things like the timing, the moon phase, the colors you use, all that kind of jazz, is meant to add power to the spell. I've rarely found that having one wrong correspondent or casting on the wrong day is going to completely sabotage your spell. I'm talking about big picture timing. Spirit doesn't give a shit about our human timing. It can in a way, but often we are just these impatient meat sacks running around wanting everything yesterday. And sometimes we have to wait for the right thing to happen or the right time. Now, this is not an excuse to procrastinate or not go after what you want or work really hard in your life, but sometimes the timing is just wrong. This is one of the reasons why I always consult my higher self, my spirit guides, and my deities before I cast spells, because I want to know that the universal timing is on my side. Third reason why your spell didn't work is because it actually did, but it didn't work the way you wanted it to, so you chalked it up to being a failure. One of the things a lot of us do when we're casting a spell is that we will close our eyes and we will visualize having the thing that we want or being in the space where that change has already happened. We project our energy out to feel that so we can fuel our spell work. And when something doesn't work out the exact way that we thought it was going to, we can often think that is a failure. But remember, deep down, our higher self, our spiritual side, often knows what we really need versus what we actually want. And sometimes the door that closes wasn't meant for you. You need to find the next opportunity. Another thing in regards to this point is that you may have been really muddy about what you wanted. If you cast a general spell for something, don't be surprised if something random shows up. You can't go after somebody specifically, for example, if you're casting a love spell, or go after a specific job and screw everybody else because you want that job. But you can go after the most optimal partner and see what comes up, or go for the job that is meant for you and then accept what comes to you. Because who knows, that job that you might have gone after, you may have had a terrible boss or a toxic work environment, and the universe really did have your back. So remember, sometimes those failures that you had are actually successes. The fourth reason why your spell didn't work is because you simply didn't do the muggle work required to have that shit happen. I know, it's the most unglamorous thing to hear, but it is the truth. You cannot just cast a spell for the best job in the world or the most amazing promotion and not do the work. You need to make sure you show up, you follow through. If you need a new job, and cast a spell for a new job. Get your CV in order, network, practice your interview skills, show up to your interview on time. I used to work in HR. You would not believe the state that some people used to rock up for their interviews. They would do no research on the company. They'd have no idea what they wanted. Make sure you're doing all the muggle work that you need to do in order to help that spell manifest. I always say you have to meet the magic halfway. You have to show up and make sure that you are going to accept that baton when it comes in from spirit. The fifth reason why your spell didn't work is because you didn't learn the lesson that this last situation was offering you. If you are trying to fix all your problems with magic, or patching things up with a spell band-aid, know that if it works, it's only going to work for a little bit of time. You can't run away from your past. You can't run away from your issues. It just doesn't happen. And the more you try to push on a magical perspective on those things, usually the more trouble you're going to end up in. The best thing to do if you feel like you're stuck in a lesson is to get some expert help, or get a reading from someone who's not as close or biased to it. Go see a counselor or a life coach. Find someone who can help you learn that lesson and integrate it, and then you can move on and have a successful life and integrate magic into your work again. The sixth and final reason why your spell didn't work is because you simply lack integrity. Now, I know that may sound harsh, and it kind of is, but it is the truth. I know, if you came here for entertainment, sorry honey, I'm about to dish it. The thing is, when it comes to your word, is that your words have power. That is why spells are called spells. Words are things. They are intentions. If you lie to everyone you meet, or you lie to yourself, you are diminishing your power. If you don't follow through when you say you're going to do something, you are diminishing your power. If people and the universe cannot rely on you to show up for yourself and others, you are diminishing your power. Integrity is extremely important. Absolutely, can other things fuel magic? Yes, you can have a healthy ego. You can have a lot of passion or a lot of energy behind it. But believe me, one of the things that I know has helped me be successful in magic and in life is having integrity. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. I understand that my words have power. All right, my little witches, that is the list of the reasons why your spells haven't been working. Have I missed something? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe if you want more sassy stuff like this, and I'll see you all next time.